Hiya, so in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make these origami Christmas stars, which make a lovely decoration for the Christmas tree. So to make one of these stars, you'll see there's 8 points on it. So all we need is 8 sheets of paper, all the exact same size. So you can use any type of paper for this, but the type that I use is this stuff. You get 500 sheets Chiogami origami paper, and I buy mine from there's an online bookshop in Galway called Kenny's. I'll pop up the link here. So yeah, to start, I'm gonna get 4 sheets of one type of paper and 4 sheets of another colour. So this particular combination is quite Christmassy. And then, so what we're going to do is we're going to make 8 different modules, and then at the end we're going to join all the modules together to make a star. So I'm going to start with the red. So what you want to do is you want to have the pattern side facing down and the plain side facing up. And the first fold that we're going to make is we're going to fold it in half, but along the diagonal, right? So pick up this corner and fold it over onto the opposite corner and create a crease along the diagonal there. And then what you want to do is you open it back up again, and you'll see this crease is there. So this is going to act as a guide for your next crease. So in the next crease, what you want to do is you see this this side here. You want that to be exactly in line with the crease that you're just after making. So like so. Don't worry about getting it perfect the first time. Just do a trial star first, and then and then you can do a second one and refine your technique. So basically the second step then is you want to pick up the other side, and you want this edge to be perfectly aligned with the middle diagonal crease. So now your module should look like this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip it over and it'll look like this. And then you want to take this point, the pointy end, and you want to get this point to meet the opposite point, right? So like so. Once it does, then you can crease your paper. Okay, and then like with the first crease, you open this back up again. And then we're going to flip over the module. And now what we're going to do is, you see this corner here, we're going to pick that up, and what you want to do is you want to create a crease along this line here, right? So like so. And now what we're going to do is open that back up again. And now we're going to actually open up these 2 flaps here. And now you're going to pop that little triangle inside the 2 flaps, close them back over again. And you see this crease that you've made here? You're going to fold the entire module along that crease. And now this is your final module. So now we're going to make another 7 of those, right? So I'm going to take a white sheet of paper. I'll demonstrate the second one, and then we'll go straight into the assembly after that. Okay, so again, you want to start with the plain side facing up, or if you don't have pattern paper, it doesn't matter which side is facing up. What you want to do then is you want to fold the sheet of paper in half. So taking this corner and getting it to meet the opposite corner. Now you want to open it back up again. And now this edge here, you're going to pick up the corner and get this edge to meet your diagonal line. Rotate the module 180 degrees and do the exact same thing on the other side. Now you're going to flip the whole module over. And you're going to pick up the pointy end and get that point to meet the opposite corner. Now, you're going to flip over your module again. And this time now we're going to pick up this corner. We want to form a crease along this line. Like so. And we're going to open that back up again. Open up these two flaps here. And insert your triangle underneath. And then close back up the flaps again. And then the crease that you previously made here, you're going to fold your entire module over on the crease. So that's 2 modules. So now what you want to end up with is 4 modules of one colour and 4 modules of the other colour. Or they can all be the same colour, it doesn't really matter. So now to start with the assembly process, we want 1 module of each colour. So I'm going to pick up the red one to start with. And actually I'm going to open it up a bit. Right, so I'm just going to open up that last flap, right? Or that last crease rather. And then what I'm going to do, so I'm going to take the white module into my right hand. And you see the back of the module here, you can see these 2 little flaps, right? I'm going to take this flap and I'm going to just stick my index finger kind of underneath that, right? Because we want it to stick out. And this is going to actually hook into the neighboring module, and that's how the whole structure is gonna stay together, right? So take this flap, and what we want to do is we want to actually insert it underneath the right hand part of this module, right? So up to about there. And then what you want to do is you want to lift up the left flap of that red module and fold it back over again. So we're actually like hiding a little piece of this module, right? And you see where that crease is of that red module, right? You want that to line up with the middle line of the white module, right? And that'll, once you crease that again, that'll hold the 2 modules together, right? And then what you want to do is you want to treat this red module just as we have done with the white module. And now we're gonna hook this red module. We're gonna stick our index finger into underneath the flap. And what you want to do is you want to hook that into the right hand flap of the white module. Lift up the left hand flap, like so, and then fold it back over again. And just continue on like that, right? So now it's the white module. It gets a little bit tricky towards the end because the first couple of modules that you stuck together kind of start to get in your way a bit. So particularly with the last module, so this red module is our final module. I'm going to attach that. Oh, that's a little bit finicky. Okay, so now we've got 8 modules joined together, right? And now it's probably the most challenging part of the whole assembly. And don't worry if you rip it on your first attempt. So what we want to do is see this part of the back, right, where you've just attached the final module, right? You want to bring that to the front so that you can attach it to the very first module from the assembly, right? So just takes a little bit of practice. Sometimes the whole structure can fall apart. So you see the way I've done that there. I've just brought this to the front. And now, this is where it gets a little bit trickier. So you see this flap that we've been using to hook on to the module to the left. So you want to kind of scooch it over a little bit. And then you want to slot it into the white module, the first module. And then what we're going to do is you kind of just have to pull the whole structure and then pop it in there. And there you go. There's your Christmas star, right? So now to turn it into a Christmas tree ornament, all you need is a bit of thread, and I just use a needle to puncture a hole in one of the points. So I just like to make a little puncture here, but it can be anywhere really. And what I'm using is some hemp string, but you can use just thread or fishing line. And then you can just tie your string together at the ends. Snip off the excess. And there you have it.